Hello and welcome to some more Mahjong, which I have not played in some time, and I figured, you know what, I've got a few spare moments, so we'll play a quick one-round game. So each person gets to be the dealer once. I will be the last dealer. Let's play, and this is not a bad starting hand at all. Two-door as well, thanks to the red there, so I'm already looking quite good here. I don't know why that shimmering effect sort of happened, but okay. Yes, they are valuable tiles to me. I suppose they're showing bonus tiles, I guess. Though I know what the bonus tiles are. I don't need that visual cue for that. Anyway, the hand I'm sort of looking at probably is Riichi because I can't get to Tanyo. Unless I can pick up another couple of the Nords, there's not going to be bonus tiles involved. Might get Sanchiku depending on how things go. We shall see though.
West wind.
Pinfu is possible as well, though a bit less so if I've got to navigate two sets of pairs for now. If I draw a 2, that sorts that side of it out, and I can just use the 8s as pairs. But we shall see.
West wind.
Let's go and drop Chun for second turn. Yeah, I'm seriously considering restarting for membership of this site now that I've got permanent job and I actually can play the occasional game each day. I was also half tempted to do sort of an occasional say weekly 2-round match, but I can't make 2-round matches because I'm not a member. Which is a little annoying, but, you know, it might be a sort of regular thing to do at some stage. Who knows? Either way, things are progressing reasonably nicely here.
West wind.
Still, ideally need the 2 bamboo, but...
Red dragon.
And that's not overly helpful. It's only that, but 2 Dora in the opening hand is never a bad state to be in. So if I can go Pinfu, Dora Dora, that will be a good starting hand as non-dealer. And it's still early. Still very early days. That's going to make that a little awkward now, because if I now draw a 9, that's basically wasted. Somebody can call the 1 dot, which is fine by me.
9 bamboos.
And of course, if I were to draw a 9 over 6 characters at this point, I could discard the 8. Though I probably wouldn't at this point. Because that still leaves me the option of Itsu there, potentially.
8 characters.
And no, we're not going to call that. Southwind is useless to us at the moment.
Southwind.
Yeah, we could have called the 8s, got rid of the 1s, and possibly gone for a Tanyo only hand. But I don't think we need to.
1 bamboo.
Yeah, again, that's the worst. That's even worse to discard because it locks us into having to get a bonus tile or some other thing for that. That's the 5.
7
could be relevant because then I've got the 1s for the pairs. If I get the 9, that becomes a sequence, discarding the 8 to do so.
Green dragon.
But next useful tile, we're going to have to make a decision on that one way or another. Oh, we've added loud shouting.
6 dots.
Loud shoutiness. So, alright, dealer's showing double ton, so she's already got two Yaku showing.
6 characters.
That could be useful now, but no.
White dragon.
White dragon safe, we've already sim 1. Somebody could call it if they got a pair now, but they didn't not too many turns ago.
North wind. 5 dots.
There we go. I'm getting rid of the 1s then.
1 bamboo.
We'll go for Tanyo, Dora Dora. And also this leaves us the 1, 3, 5, so we can use either of those. And that gives us not quite Tempai for that, unfortunately. Loud shoutiness.
6 dots.
But it gives one additional option here. And it's a weakness in my game that I don't tend to use these a lot. Pass. We'll go with the 1 there because that helps us towards a Tanyo and also potentially gives us a Sanchiku availability.
3 dots.
The one thing we don't want to draw now is a 2, ideally. But
7
I'm planning on dumping both the 3 and the 5. 3 safe against you,
White
so we'll try the 5 next. We know the White Dragon's safe, so we don't have to get rid of that now. We'll get rid of the slightly more dangerous tile now and save that for later.
2 characters.
And it's shiny because it's bonus tile. Okay. That's fair enough. It's just as long as I know what it's doing. So if we draw a 6 now, that gives us a... That puts us 1 away.
8 dots.
Yeah, we'll get rid of that.
3 bamboos.
So we now have some options here. Depending on what we draw, we can either go for the closed 6 weight. I probably wouldn't call a reach on that if that happens. And that would be Tanyo only with 2 Dora.
dots.
Or if I draw the 6, I can discard... I don't know. We'll
7
see.
dots.
If I were to draw the 6, that would be
4
slightly
bamboos.
more ideal. It still gives me a closed weight. Darn. And ow, my ears. They hurt. Alright, well that was poor. Yeah, I suppose I could have played that a little safer, but at least it wasn't a huge hand. It's double tone only. The dealer remains the dealer. Nah, no well. Ah, the tiles are now going everywhere. I have to say, I'm not a fan of the shouting at me. I'll be honest, I might have to turn that off. All right, so that went against us a little. This is again not a bad hand offhand. We've got 2 completed sequences.
7 characters.
But no easy Yaku.
White dragon.
5 bamboos.
But you never know, it might develop.
West wind. 2 bamboos.
Pass. Get rid of north at this stage.
North wind.
Yeah, so the characters might develop, but I'm still waiting on close
2
weights
dots.
and edge weights, either the 7 or the 4 here.
West wind.
For
5
3 and 7 are the most
bamboos.
likely to be going now. We won't call that because that's not overly helpful to us.
7 dots.
And we'll keep the green dragon for a bit until we know it's safe. And if we draw a second green dragon in the meantime, we're definitely going to keep it.
North wind. 9 characters. 5
Right,
bamboos.
so what are we looking at from everybody else? And again, lots of characters being discarded over there. That gives us the 1 free
Green dragon.
5. Yeah, I know I said I was going to keep that, but yeah.
West wind.
It's fine for now. I'm also reluctant to get rid of the
8
free for the
bamboos.
moment because of the player on the left.
8 characters.
Oh, and that works out nicely for us. Okay.
1 character.
So we're looking now towards Pinfu. Because we've got our 2 completed sequences
1 dot.
already. We've got no Dora, unfortunately, this time. But still, Pinfu
1
reach.
bamboo.
And
East
maybe
wind.
Tanyo if we get lucky enough with the draws later. That's also some Dora. We'll take rid of the 5
5
now.
characters.
Yeah, 5s, 3s, and 7s are
dots.
always awkward to discard because they always go into the most hands, unfortunately. Just mathematics
2
works that one out.
characters.
It's always risky to discard those mid-game, which is where
White
we are.
Dragon.
Still, the dealer's going for a cheap hand,
1 character.
which is possibly characters... yeah, characters only cheap hand, so we're not discarding anymore. So there, but that's
4
now
dots.
known. Which means I have to build something out of the rest of this. And there is lots of
8
calling going on. I'd say I played more
Red
defensively
dragon.
than not, but I did discard in last turn. Green Dragon, there's 1 already out, which I
Green
discarded
dragon.
3-4 turns ago.
7 dots.
Good thing is, it's not Itsu, so it is just called. It's going to be a Honitsu then at
5
best.
dots.
It might be Chinitsu.
Green dragon.
We'll see. Do I want to discard the 3 here? I do, actually.
3 characters.
Risky. Definitely risky. You can call it. Oh, somebody else can call it.
9 bamboos.
Pass. It feels like I'm playing badly, and I am. This is why I'm playing badly, though. Alright, so we now got a 1, 2, 3 pairs. I've got a sequence set up there. If I can get things set up in the next couple of turns, I
6
could be in
dots.
Tenpai. Possibly, if I can draw a 6, it might even be an Itsu.
South wind.
Nah, it's a bit awkward to get Itsu in this.
1 bamboo.
Pass. Don't need the extra Dora at this stage. Shun has been played, 1 of recently, so that
Red
might be
dragon.
alright.
East wind.
Right, I've got to be aware of a Honitsu there now. The
Four
main reason why I've got to be
bamboos.
aware of that a lot... Nope, I won't call that tempting, but no, we won't.
South wind.
Is that would be a bonus tile if she kept it. So she might have had been holding on to one just
White
until she got
dragon.
closer to Senpai. On the hope that she'd get two or a pair of them.
9 bamboos.
Well, two, a pair, or a set of them.
Red dragon.
But apparently somebody might be hoarding them. There's still at least two out
2
there.
dots.
In fact, there's 3 out there.
East wind.
And we're not getting rid of the 8 unless we absolutely have to.
1 character.
And yeah, that's a definite indication that she's Tenpai. If anybody's discarding
Green
tiles that
dragon.
look like they should be in the hand they're building,
One
Honitsu in this
bamboo.
case, then that's a clear indication that they're in Tenpai because they're getting rid of
9
tiles
dots.
which should help but aren't helping at the moment for whatever reason. There's a toy hand
6
going on the left-hand side as
characters.
well. So I'm going to play safe and get rid of the
1
Dora.
bamboo.
We're giving up this
8
hand.
bamboos.
I'm actually not sure what the person across from me is doing. Possibly Tanyo only.
6 characters.
It's possible from the edges at the start, I suppose.
4 dots.
No, we're not going to do that. We will, though. Discard of 2. The south is still
2
live.
dots.
And there's still 2 of those out there, so it's possible somebody's holding onto a pair.
8 dots.
And that could be the case in either direction, actually. Either for Toy or for
5
Honitsu.
characters.
That's dangerous to you. And potentially dangerous for a Toy as well,
8
actually. But
dots.
didn't turn up. Right, there's a 7. I'm going to discard 4. Yeah,
4
one of those
bamboos.
is gone. I'm holding another one, so there was less chance of
2
that being able to
dots.
be called for a set of 3.
2
And
characters.
since she discarded it over there,
8
it's not one of her
dots.
Tanyo hands. Tanyo tiles. Right, I've got another
4
East Wind, which is the
bamboos.
last, and so therefore it's definitely safe. So that's my next turn sorted out.
4 dots. 1 character.
One more draw left.
7 dots.
And it doesn't matter because we're going to be discarding the East Wind in any case.
East wind.
Oh, actually, no, I do have one more to play. North is safe there.
5
2
characters.
played. Yeah, I think
1
North is
dot.
fine.
Red dragon.
But 7 dots should be safe as well.
7 dots.
So I'm no 10. Over there was, in fact, not Tanyo only. Well, at least points on that one. Badila is definitely, as we quarter predicted, Tenpai, waiting on a 7-4 by the look of that. Yep. And the tiles get spat out. It's not quite. They need to work on that one a bit. Anyway, so Dealer remains Dealer because she was Tenpai at the end of that. I am down 5,400 points at this stage. And oh, that is an ugly hand.
Red dragon. North wind.
1, 2, 3,
White
4,
dragon.
5, 6, 7, 8 to start with. And the white dragons are already disappearing. So my chances of getting a Kokushi are down.
9
Unless
dots.
I can draw the white dragon at some stage. But going
3
8 is not
characters.
not enough.
8 bamboos.
Still, we'll stick with what we got for the moment and just play the pairs out.
East wind. 2 characters.
We also have a Dora Dragon in hand, which is one
1
gone
bamboo.
admittingly. Past that. Yeah, we're in no shape to do anything significant this hand. So it's not even, as I
North
said,
wind.
it's not even a Kokushi hand because with 8 you can't really do it. With 10 there's a chance, and if the white dragons hadn't been called initially,
8 characters.
then I might have still been tempted. But no, the best I can
3
hope for
dots.
this hand is probably Chinitsu.
Red
And if I
dragon.
can get the other red dragon, that's Chinitsu with 2 Dora.
West wind.
But that's 4 pairs acquired. It's not the easiest of hands to go for, to be fair, but it's
2
all I can do at
dots.
the moment. Chinitsu 3 Dora, actually, because I've got the red 5 there.
5 characters.
Seven pairs hands
3
are a little
dots.
awkward to predict, though, which would be an advantage if it comes off.
4 bamboos.
And you generally want to be waiting on one of these 4 end tiles, any sort of honor or loose tile at the end, which most people would have discarded already. Or would discard if they got.
4
So
bamboos.
that's sort of the plan here. Also, you need to keep careful track of what's been played, and currently that is Haku only over there, and she
East
might be really
wind.
quick with this, so I might not even have a say in this hand.
Green dragon.
5 characters.
And again, probability, there's less 5 characters out there, so I decided to go with that.
North wind.
Still requiring 3 perfect draws.
South wind. 9 bamboos.
We could call and go for a Toy, but it's less likely to come off. There are 9s played.
9 dots.
Well, the 9 is usually an okay one to wait on at the end. We're going with probability here. And in fact, probability
6
says there wasn't
bamboos.
a point in waiting on that. It wouldn't have worked. Sometimes probability works. Sometimes it just screws you up. Let's get rid of the 4
4
next.
dots.
Somebody can call that, but they didn't. I haven't dropped a pair yet,
3
which is
bamboos.
fine for now.
6 dots.
Why is there
7
shimmering going on that
bamboos.
tile? Oh god, I drew another 5.
5 characters.
Alright, that's the first dropped pair. If I'd have kept that, I'd have had 5 pairs, and we'd still be talking about possibly managing this.
2
There is
dots.
1 shun still left, but
6 dots.
it's my safe tile if anything else happens. And I would
2
I would prefer to keep
bamboos.
the Dora Dragon if I can.
8 dots.
Risky, but the 9s are gone, so... Okay. I figured it
2
was
dots.
worth a go at that. Now we get rid of the
Red dragon.
Dora Dragon, which nobody can call. This is where I draw the next one and bash myself over the head, because that
7
would have been Tenpai if I'd have
characters.
played that properly. I can't remember the last time I
9
won one of these darn
bamboos.
things. That's the other side of annoyance, actually. I think I lost my last one, or at
8
least I finished
characters.
neutrally. I've discarded North.
North
There's all
wind.
been played. That's the last one. It's safe. So again, Toy, possibly Honitsu, or... I doubt it's Honitsu. Oh, there we go.
5
Tenpai from over
dots.
there. So what do I have that's safe against her directly?
8
Not a lot.
characters.
Not an awful lot. The 9 is probably
5
safe.
dots.
So we go with that.
9 characters.
Red dragon.
Because of the early 8 character discard, the characters... Normally, if you
character.
discard something early, it's because there's nothing nearby.
3
So
characters.
the high character tiles are probably safe. That's definitely safe
East
because
wind.
she's already played one.
East wind.
In fact, she played another one. Our 3 characters
9
is safe now.
characters. 4 characters.
3
And
characters.
we've drawn
1
another dragon.
bamboo.
That gives us 2 safe discards if we need them.
5 characters.
So we don't have too
4
many draws to
dots.
survive at this point, so yeah, we'll just go 1.
1 bamboo.
Green
Discard a
dragon.
couple of those and we'll be fine. Green Dragon's also safe now. They're all gone, I think, actually.
West wind.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I can see all 4 of them. So I have 2 safe tiles now.
West wind.
Green dragon.
1 character.
Ah, well, it's a shame, but Mahjong is a game about managing the luck and managing the game state. At that
South wind.
point, we couldn't have done a lot better than what we actually got to. We could have got a
South
5th and
wind.
6th pair, but that's beside the point, really, by this point.
1 bamboo.
8 dots.
We have another safe tile in our 1 character, so
3
that'll be
dots.
next. And I think at that point, that'll be end, won't it?
6
Nope,
characters.
not quite. In fact, that gives us the safe tiles to the end, so we will actually just play out the 6.
6 characters.
2 dots.
Just in the off chance that somebody else has managed something.
South wind.
The
1
last thing I want to give away is a
character.
Haite. So,
1 character.
yep, only 1. And no 10 again. Round 3. So there's now a free bonus. There's an extra 900 points going on for the winner of this when it eventually happens. And I'm 6,400 down. 8,000 away from the leader. And we are in need of a hand. 2 hands, actually, but we're in need of a good hand. Okay, full set of 2s. And that's workable.
White dragon.
Free
Green
Dora.
characters.
Free Dora, that makes that workable.
5 dots.
No, Free Dora makes that very workable, and that is a
West
very nice start. We're going to play this aggressively. We're going Tanyo, Free
Green
Dora.
dragon.
Tanyo, Free Dora, Mungan
8
is definitely how we go
bamboos.
this one. Just means I've got to get rid of a 9-8 at some stage.
1 dot.
This is...
9 dots.
If I can get the last 3, I might even stretch this to Sanchiku as Sanchiku Pinfu as well. If I draw the free character right now, discard
Green
that, I've got
dragon.
I've got 4 Dora showing. Tanyo,
West
Sanchiku,
wind.
4 Dora. Reach, that's Baiman
2
at
bamboos.
least. At
8
least
dots.
Baiman. And that gives me some options, depending on what happens here. Okay, don't mind that too much.
South wind.
In fact, if I draw a 1 or a 4, if I draw a 4 there, I can
5
actually
bamboos.
discard the 7. Go reach on the 7.
9 bamboos.
No, actually, I can't do that. I'm trying to work this out here. Reach on
9
that. That gives
dots.
me a 4/7 free weight. If I get the 1, if I get the 4 there or the 1 there, discard that, and I get a 4/7 free
2
weight.
characters.
And no, we could declare a Kong. We won't. As showy as that
1
is,
dot.
that's not how I want to play this hand. Because I might need the free. It's 1 extra tile.
2 dots.
It's the only tile left, but, you know,
5 dots.
no.
1 character.
Come on. This is a
7
game-changing
dots.
hand. This is a game-winning hand, actually.
West wind. 4 dots.
Nope, need the 4 characters here, ideally.
North wind.
Because if I draw the 3, that I will then reach and go for the 2 for the weight up here. If I draw another
North
4,
wind.
I'll just go the 7 and go for the reach
4
there. I've got so many good
characters.
tiles that actually help me out here.
2 dots.
There's a perfect tile, but I'll take what comes if it's good enough. That's not quite good enough. But I'm going to
4
change
dots.
I'm going to change that anyway. The reason I do that is that gives me the option of
4
additionally.
characters.
Actually, that probably doesn't help me overall, does it? Ah.
9 dots.
It won't change it. It'll still be a free 4/7 draw if
7 bamboos.
reach.
3 bamboos.
3/4/7 character tiles for the win. It's not Tanyo anymore, so I've lost a bit of the value, but it's still 4 Dora, reach. Sanchiku's gone.
West wind.
If I can get any Patsu, that would be
South
nice.
wind.
Come on, 3/4/7.
7 bamboos.
Wrong
3
7.
bamboos.
Wrong 7. Good thing is that wasn't very helpful to him. And my early discards don't
Green
really
dragon.
reveal too much other than possibly
1
near the
bamboo.
bamboos. Depends how they think I'm playing.
9 bamboos.
9 dots.
There was a 4 played. There are 2 4s played. There's 1 free left.
6 bamboos.
We're relying on the 7 a bit here.
7 bamboos.
Stop discarding 7s are the wrong things.
7 dots.
Green
Darn
dragon.
you, people in your 7s.
3 dots. 9 bamboos. 4 dots.
1 character.
Not quite.
5 characters.
Getting closer. Getting closer. Come on.
5 dots.
This is why I couldn't play this at a table. I get too excited about people who get near my
8
weight. They'd find it out
bamboos.
too
Red
quickly.
dragon.
Alright, I've got 5 more draws left.
6 dots.
Plus any of their silly discards.
Gong.
Oh!
6 characters.
Darn it! Give me the one I want. Oh, darn it, that's one of mine gone as
Red
well.
dragon.
East wind.
And that's unfortunately really not... That's really hurting me, actually.
Gong.
What the heck are you doing?
North wind.
You realise how big you've made this hand now? This is a Yakuman hand.
North wind.
I'm
Six
showing
characters.
6, 7, 8th drawer at the moment. What the heck is this madness?
Red dragon.
7, 3, 4, 7.
5 bamboos.
No.
8 bamboos.
5 dots.
This is absolute madness showing here.
2 bamboos. 6 characters.
I'm running out of winning tiles as well. That's the
7
problem.
dots.
Because they're all in your hand.
9 characters. White dragon. White dragon.
Somebody could call that. But they'll probably use it for
9
safety.
characters.
Nope, so I've got one more draw left.
Seven dots.
Darn it, wrong 7. No, seriously, that is 8 Dora being shown there, plus the Reach, plus any Uridora. This is easily a Yakuman hand at this point.
9 characters.
Darn it! Just 2 away. Oh, I've lost all the 7s now, haven't I?
7 bamboos.
Alright, so I'm no longer getting a high tay out of this, but... So 2 naked weights versus this freeway Reach is what basically the game is telling me at this point. And why is the game stopped? Don't stop. I can't call that. Why is... No! Come on, game.
9 characters.
Oh, thank
6
God for that.
bamboos.
Well, I didn't win, but Jesus Christ, were you lot idiots. I cannot believe that didn't pay off for me at some stage. I really cannot. That is how Mahjong goes, but that was a comeback hand and a half, and it didn't pay off. Darn it. And this is nowhere near as impressive.
9 characters. West wind.
Okay. West Wind again.
West wind.
On the plus side, we're now on
White
to...
dragon.
We now have a new dealer.
West wind.
Because she wasn't in tempo at the end of that, she folded. And I think I'm
Green
folding
dragon.
most of this, to be honest. It's not working at all.
East wind.
East wind.
4 characters.
So now I know those the
South
the person across from me and the person to the left, the players who actually have ranking on this, are a bit insane. Somebody declares Reach, somebody else is calling like mad, so you call down to a naked
Red
weight.
dragon.
It's asking to lose the game, is what it's doing.
8 dots.
Also, that doesn't help your hand overall, so that means you're probably going for
9
Honitsu or Toy Toy.
characters.
Red dragon.
Can't do a lot about that right now, but still, that's what you're probably going for.
1 dot. Seven characters. 7 bamboos.
White Dragon then.
White dragon.
Okay, so hands recovered. Partially because there's so many cards and tiles, rather, I could draw that would help.
7 characters.
But we're now
Red
sort of building it up
dragon.
towards a Pinfu hand.
Red dragon.
And that's our
One
first set
character.
complete. It's possibly even a Sanchikyu, actually, if we can get the 4, 5, 6 going off.
5 dots.
And I wouldn't mind that, Sanchikyu. See, there are lots of calling going on.
8 bamboos. North wind.
Pro Mahjong players win in silence
9
is what I've been
bamboos.
told. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, because I've never met any. Or, well, I do occasionally watch professional matches of this, but I'm sure I've heard somewhere that true pros win in silence.
7 characters.
I don't claim to
9
be, but I see
bamboos.
it as good advice. The less they reveal about my hand, the better.
3 dots.
To be fair, the Dragon Call is fairly automatic. I don't need to worry about that particularly, but I guess it's a pair there, or a possible
9
extra pair.
characters.
4. Yeah, we're still looking towards
West
the Sanshku at
wind.
this point. I'm 2 tiles away from it. And possibly a 3-sided Riichi as well,
2 characters.
if things turn up.
8 characters.
That's very nice of you.
8 characters.
So 1 away from reach Tanyo Sanshku.
East wind.
Ideally, I'd like to draw a 6 or a 9 here. I'd lose the Tanyo on the 9, of course, but I'd keep the Sanshku. Alright, so
8 dots.
possible Honitsu over there then. In fact, almost certainly
3
Honitsu. Still possibly
characters.
Toy as well, but I'd guess Honitsu based on the discards.
4 dots.
White Dragon.
White dragon.
If I draw a 7, though, I will go for the Pinfu
White
weight, but I probably won't
Dragon.
call it. I'll probably silently go for the 369 because it's not that valuable
7
to me.
dots.
Toy then. So the basic safe discard against Toy is discarding from your pairs or tiles that
7
are definitely safe on the
characters.
board based on what's already been played. I have 2 5s in hand. It's unlikely that it's less likely rather that she'll have the extra
1
2,
dot.
but she's almost certainly Templar at this point. Sumo. And that is yeah, that's Hatsu only by the look of that. That is really cheap. Okay, where's my next? Yeah, close that. Neil. Ah, dear. Well, 2 rounds to go. Yet to win any of them. I've got to stop fixating on that potential Yakuman that they basically gave me. That should not have been a Yakuman hand by any stretch of it. This looks nice. West
North
isn't my
wind.
round win, unfortunately. But overall, the hand is nice.
Green dragon.
It's going to be a rapid
1
Pinfu
dot.
if I can get there.
3
A 2 would be
characters.
ideal. 2 8 Pinfu is what I'm looking at here.
9 bamboos.
I'm in fact going to get rid of the 1s now.
1 character.
The Wests are fine for Pinfu, and they'll be safe tiles against anybody else if it comes to it.
2 characters.
So I'm waiting on quite a few closed weights here. Well, one of these closed weights. If one of those fills, we're in business. And also, if that one fills, it's 2
9
Dora
bamboos.
for the 4 and the 5. So Pinfu 3 Dora would be
4
very
characters.
appreciative here. Oh, for God's sake.
1 character.
So I'm in a set of 1s. I'm not sure the set of 1s would have helped me at all, but you know. Still annoying when it
North
happens.
wind.
4 or 7 gets
8
me that side of things
characters.
sorted out, and then I have to debate which one of these I'm going for, and it's probably going to be getting rid of these now that I've started getting rid of these.
6 characters.
East can go,
East wind.
since it is early
East
enough.
wind.
I'm at minus 7,100 at the moment. The
8
leader is on
bamboos.
3,700. I am in dead last, though, by a considerable margin, but everybody else is
7
quite close.
bamboos.
Which is why they should probably be playing a bit safer than they currently
Southwind.
are. Still,
Red dragon.
give away as little as possible, and
East
eventually,
wind.
probability states I will have a hand that can win.
9
eventually.
characters.
Probability also states that if this
Southwind.
keeps happening, I might even have to go for the Nagashi Mungan, which is discarding nothing
6
but
bamboos.
nothing but honor tiles,
9 bamboos.
terminal tiles, which are 1s and 9s, and having none of them called for the entirety of the game,
6 bamboos.
which is worth Mungan. It would help me out a lot here.
1 character.
And it's the reason I discarded that rather than the free.
Green dragon.
But as it happens, we are now 1 away from our Pinfu
5
weight, which is the
dots.
better one. Pinfu Sandora. Oh, that's Asuki. I was about to say that was Asuki call it, but
East wind.
North wind.
it's moving us towards Nagashi. It really is. It's not my hand. I'm also partially wondering
9
whether it's
dots.
showing the bonus tiles in the
North
wall or
wind.
not.
6 characters.
Alright, I'm getting rid of
4
a Dora
bamboos.
now. So that's my Nagashi Mungan out. And discarding a Dora at this point is dangerous. 1 Dora.
7 dots.
I'd like that one. If I could get that other 4 or the 5-8 over here, then we're in business.
Red dragon.
9 bamboos.
And it's looking Chinitsu on the left as well, so...
6 dots.
Also, that reduces the number of 7s I can get for a win.
6 dots.
So she's actually
3
eaten up
characters.
a few of my tiles I need. Oh, darn it.
3 characters.
Well, I discarded that to be safe rather than the 9,
7
but...
characters.
Yeah, I don't want to discard any potential winners unless it is definitely going to get me into
8
Tenpai.
bamboos.
And at this point, it's a bit dangerous to reach. I wouldn't need to
characters.
reach, actually. I've got Pinfu. So I could,
Green
if I did
dragon.
draw it, I could just hold it as is. And go Pinfu Sandora. And laugh when somebody deals in. Reach, if just a reach on top of it would not improve the hand's value, particularly.
4 characters.
Or would it? No, it would. It would take me up to 5 Han, which would get me Mung, and 4 with a
7
Pinfu hand doesn't make it, I
bamboos.
don't think.
8 bamboos.
2 characters.
This is the frustration of Mahjong sometimes, but
2 dots.
eventually the rashness of the other 3 is going to pay dividends for me. And if it doesn't this game, well, it would have done if this was a 2-hand game.
4 characters.
Or a 2-round game. Oh, dear
South
God, I've
wind.
discarded a whole set of Souths. A whole set of my bonus tile has gone
8
there.
characters.
Which would have done.
3
South
dots.
3 Dora would have been fine as well. Still 1 7 and 3 4s, which will count towards getting me into
9
Pinfu.
dots.
Or I can wait on if the other way comes around. Alright, he's discarded 9. Oh, she's discarded 9, sorry. So that means this is safe, and would have been safe last turn, actually. Darn it.
9 dots.
And now I get the 8.
Two bamboos.
It's not me. It is you, and you keep calling cheat. You're basically going Tanyo only hands. You're in 3rd
1
place. I mean,
bamboo.
right, it might actually get you into the lead because of how far behind you are. Not very, but still, you're going for very, very cheap hands.
1 bamboo.
Of course, all hands are cheap if you never win them. There's 9 characters, which does not help me, but it's probably safest card I've got, other than my 2 Wests. If I don't draw it in the next hand, or in the next tile or 2, I'm going to get... In fact, once I'm down to 2 to discard, I'm probably just going to get rid of my Wests, and we'll call that a game.
1 dot.
Oh, except we won't, because actually West is still alive.
7 characters.
Somebody could be waiting on these Wests, and it's probably you. It's also your bonus tile. So it's possible you've called those in the assumption you're going to get a West at some stage.
4 bamboos.
So they might not be as safe as all that. Right, we're in.
8 dots.
4-7. Tenpai. Pinfu Sandora is what we're on for now. Not going to declare a reach,
9 dots.
but we want a 4-7. 4 or 7.
1 character.
No, that's not a 4 or a 7. I don't want you to pick up the 7 because you'll just declare Khan and do all kinds of madness, but... 4 or 7. It's as good as I can manage. I get 2 draws.
2 dots.
It's not my winner. Which is a shame. Neither's that, and that's a dangerous tile. There are 2 of them gone recently, but still dangerous.
Seven bamboos.
Wrong 7s. Oh, but yep, so she's just gone Tanyo.
2
4 or
characters.
7 would be nice here, but it's not going to happen. We have 2 draws still then, because of that chi. In fact, we have the Haite draw as well, so we might even be able to go Haite Pinfu Dora-san for the definite
7
Mungan.
dots.
Ah! No, I said wrong. I said wrong.
No.
Thank you. There we go. That brings us back into potential contention. 7,700. We'll take that very much, thank you. Right, we're back in the game then. Thanks. Right, we're now dealer. And we need 2 Han to win, basically, is now the equation. We are 3,700 behind the leader. We are tied with second place. All that matters now is 2 Han for the victory. 2 Han can be done with Toy Toy as well. And that's the hand it's going to give us to try it. We got... Okay.
West Wind.
Green
This is
dragon.
not going to be particularly easy. But we have 1
2
Dora.
bamboos.
Any hand and 1 Dora will do it. If I can go Tanyo, Dora
South
1, that's
wind.
enough as dealer.
Green Dragon.
So we're going to be calling like
West
crazy this
wind.
hand. We haven't been calling like crazy for a lot of it, but it's for the win. You do a lot of things
White
for the win
dragon.
when you play Mahjong, especially in the last hand. All safety talk should go out the window the
Green
moment
dragon.
it is the time when you're about to win.
East Wind.
Now, why we discard the East there? The East would be a bonus, but as I've kind of
White
established, we didn't actually need to, and it was the only point I could get rid of it safely.
8 dots.
Any hand and Vidora is fine.
North wind.
As it turns out, though, that was a mistake, but it wouldn't have paid off if we'd have kept it.
4 characters. 1 bamboo.
Calling. Boom. And we get rid of the
1
ones.
dot.
So that locks us in really to Toy Toy.
Red dragon.
It's a dangerous one to lock
South
into, especially as I
wind.
don't have my second Dora yet, but
1 character.
it's the fastest way of making sure it happens.
2 dots.
Two characters.
So I can get rid of a 9, and now
9
we can't.
characters.
Because I've called that, it's actually negated any effect of... darn it, this is going to be a quick
8
hand for you as well, isn't it?
characters.
The other... there we go, pair of 5s.
3 characters.
We're in business now. The other option I would have had to go all the way to the side for was Chinitsu or Honitsu. And it would have had to be Chinitsu by this point. So,
7 dots.
we are now in business with Toy Toy. Toy Toy, Honitsu. And yeah, the attacks are gone here. This was always going to be an attacking one.
3 dots.
It's not me. She already has her bonus tile, but she actually needs a lot more than us to win.
South wind.
Or she needs a direct hit. I will get rid of the 8 because
6 characters.
it's leading us towards the Chinitsu, and if we need it, the alternative is fine.
2 characters.
But if somebody plays the 5 of characters, I'm going to call it and go for the Toy Toy. Although, actually, at this stage, it might be faster for the Honitsu. 2 tiles to get
5
rid of.
bamboos.
Boom. Yeah.
5
Chinitsu.
characters.
It's easier to predict, unfortunately. But it's going to be quicker for us to build. And at this point now,
3
hopefully,
dots.
some people will be panicking about the fence a little bit.
East wind.
If I can restrict their draws, that's going to help me out massively.
North wind.
5
still-
characters.
There's still red dragons out, so Honitsu's available.
8 characters.
Because ideally we need Frosty to discard a 7 bamboo,
5
or we draw
dots.
either the 4 or the Chun. If I draw either of those, I'm actually back
7
in.
bamboos.
Chi. And we're going to go for the 4-6 because that
Red
actually gives us,
dragon.
allows us to win with the last 5. So that gives us 4-5 with victory.
3 dots.
Darn it! But that might still be enough to win, depending on how big the hand is. How big was that hand? I need to see it. We finished 3rd. 600 points, 600 points. You didn't win by enough. Ah, well. So that was a game of Mahjong. We still haven't won in a while, but you know what? I'm quite okay with that result. So, Channel 2012, darn them for not discarding into my Yakuman hands. They actually made it be. So, till then.